Hello, hello, everybody. We'll wait a little bit to see people. Woo. Hi, Marco. How are you? Oh, man. Woo. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Oh, you're good. I'm happy to hear that. I'm exhausted, to be quite frank. It's been raining outside, so I woke up feeling tired a little bit. This is all dreary. And then I was just inside. I'm late to do this because I was just inside talking to my dad about everything in Texas going on right now. It's just so sad. Talking about Ted Cruz leaving, going on vacation, leaving his people behind. Folks were not happy. It was not cool. Oh. Okay. Okay, trying to fix this energy very quickly, in a hurry. I have a heater on down here. Oh, you're in Dallas. So how is Dallas? I've heard so much awfulness of going on in Houston, but how is Dallas? Right, not as bad, but still effing horrible. I'm so sorry that is like that, because I had been thinking about just how rough it had been looking lately. Whenever I had been talking to all my friends in Texas, they're like, Kiah, it's ugly. It's real ugly. And then with Ted, it was like, this man is not even trying to take care or show care in any kind of way. It's just annoying. They're talking about he was going to Cancun. I was like, if he went to Cancun on a pre-planned trip, I might not have been as upset. But young man, send your family, but you stay your behind here. You're supposed to be taking the oath to protect the community, okay? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started chit-chatting. If you are late and you're joining in later, it is what it is. So let us talk. So I got this box called Tamed Wild right here. This box is really dope. It's actually just meant for spiritual goodies to come to you every month. Kind of like if you get an Ipsy subscription box for makeup, some other subscription box, this one is going to be for spiritual goodies. So some of the things that this box this month is talking about is self-care, and I'm a big advocate for self-care. I care a lot in trying to make myself a little bit better as a person, as well as tipping those things off to other people. So that's why I'm bringing this to you guys here to share with you guys. Am I upright? My camera's sideways, but I don't know if you guys are seeing me properly. Let me know. But yeah, they give you a little card in here in the box that has different historical factors about some of the pieces in the box. And then they give you a really dope card that tells you everything you get in the box. In this box, I got like some agate crystals. I got, what is this? This wax seal stamping kit. Like so many cute little situations. I loved it. Love, love, love it. They gave me a book of different love stories that I'm gonna chat about for a brief moment as well. But these cards are cards that I really wanted to talk about. They're self-love cards. If you guys are not, they're self-love love letters. That's the way that they describe them. But I'm going to read off what the little card says about them so you guys can hear. It says, no matter what chapter of life we're in or what challenges lie ahead, ask yourself, what's stopping me from living my life like the fairy tale that it is? Or at least like your perceived best version of your life. Like when we say fairy tale, a lot of times people think like fake, not real. Don't look at it like that. Think about like, how am I going to live the life that I want, the life that I dream about, the life that I would like to cultivate? How am I doing that? You know what I mean? So I love that this is a little ritual that they put in here. They give you envelopes and they give you cards. So each card is meant to be written to a specific person or to set a specific intention. So they ask you to write a note to your childhood self, your present self, your future self, a mentor or a lover or a friend, teacher or family member, and then a stranger. So they gave me one card for each one of my love letters. So I already have my love letters written out, and I've got the envelopes here to put them in and to give them to people. I did this in my own personal privacy. I would love for you, good. I would love to, or foresight. This one looks kind of like an Aries. Oh, I like that. Sorry, it looks kind of like a ram. And ovaries. Creepy. But, I'd love for you guys to take note cards if you don't have your own set of like actual cards. This is like a card stock, right? If you don't have something like this, you can just get actual note cards from the dollar store for like $1 and write on them, get you some envelopes and address them, give them to people. I think these are really good ways to set intentions and to just welcome in positive energy for you guys. As well as when you write a love letter to someone else, you just cultivate, manifest, and welcome in love amongst each other. You know what I mean? And I think that it brings you good karma back. You know what I mean? Especially when it's from a genuine place. So take a moment. If you guys were curious, the people you are going to be writing to is your childhood self, your present self, your future self, a stranger, and then someone who is a mentor, a lover, a teacher, someone important to you. So you may write a love letter note to these people. And I hope that you take a moment to genuinely think about how those people have impacted your life, how they maybe have helped you shine. Even if this situation wasn't necessarily like the best perceived situation, what do people say? It's either a lesson or a blessing. So if you are in a situation where it was a lesson and you're needing, and so when I say a lesson, like a hard situation, challenging situation, it sucked, maybe that person pissed you off, but you learned something from that situation that you would not have learned otherwise. If you and that person have gotten to a place of healing, it's great to write notes like that. Let that person know, like, this situation, going through this, helped me overcome this or do this. So that's the way for you guys to do it with a former lover if you were curious, okay? Now, these boxes are, I believe, $20 a month. They go on auto renewal. Again, I get crystals. I get all kinds of good little spiritual goodies. I get notebooks, obviously love notes, tea. They send a tea like every single time. This is a tea right here. Sorry. They send a tea. They sent heart chakra tea right here. Love it. They always have really good stuff to cultivate like positive energy. I even have a tablecloth right here that they've sent in for like rituals that you may do and stuff like that. When I say rituals, I feel like prayer and praying can be a ritual, you guys. Don't always think about ritual as like spell work and like voodoo and stuff like that. Open minds, right? Let's bring open minds. Hi, Jamie. Let's have open minds. But go get your note cards. Go write love notes to yourself. I think that this is absolutely beautiful. Yes, Marco, the box is so good. Yes, box is so good. Make sure that you guys go follow Tamed Wild. They're very active. They always comment. I absolutely will post the link when I post the video too. But they're so sweet on Instagram. All the people that are behind the scenes running their IG always comment, always reshare my boxes that I post, and they just have a lot of good junk in here. When I say junk, this is one that they sent to, it's a cuticle oil from Nail Junkie, and I think that it's just dope. They send the most random things. I have a little pin in here for my jacket. If y'all have been watching, I get jacket pins, you guys know. But let us get into some of the love stories and myths that I wanted to talk about. I thought this was really cool. They gave me a little book, and it's filled with love stories and myths, okay? I'm big into random love stories. I think they're so cool. This one, they have several. Sorry, let me move to the table of contents. They have several love stories in here. So many for you guys to draw on. But one that I wanted to talk about was Cleopatra. That is probably one that people notice and see all the time, as Cleopatra is I would say, well-known story at this point. But this is just like the fatal attraction between her and Mark Antony. If no one knew, Cleopatra was, it's a very crazy love story. So I'm going to try to like simplify as I go. Okay, so we have about 40 minutes, so rock with me. So, the tragic love story of Cleopatra and Mark Antony is one of the most famous love stories of the ages. The beguiling queen and her heroic partner carried out an affair of true love and pageantry that made them household names, if you guys were not aware. I'm reading this straight from the story. They're only about a page long, okay? When Cleopatra was the divine Platomatic, I don't know how to say that word, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. But she was a ruler of Egypt, and she met the soldier and politician, the great Mark Antony, out here. She was like, who is he? He is cute. I want to talk to him. How you guys doing? But at this time, when she met him, she was still in love with Caesar. But after Caesar was murdered, assassinated, Mark Antony requested his Cleopatra princess, queen, lady, woman to come in and join him and be among him and love on him. You know, he's like, come be by my side. And she, of course, joins him. He was staying nearby in like the next city over, next 2 cities over, some, you know, about 1-2 hour drive away. That is now the city, country of Turkey. Don't know too much about that, but I just want to let you guys know for historical purposes. But he sent for Cleopatra. Cleopatra knew that, you know, Antony was into her, and that Antony was very like, you know, he would want that over the top, like sexy, all that energy to come at him, right? I thought it was beautiful because she put a plan together. She's like, how am I going to make sure that he knows I'm here? How is he going to see me? She comes in on this boat, fitted up, cute, with her little people. She came dressed, what did she come dressed as? She came, she sailed from Egypt in a boat decked with purple sails. Purple crown chakra, hello, how you doing? But she came in a dress decked with purple sails, dressed as Venus, and then she had her attendants and her helpers, her assistants. They were dressed as sea nymphs and cupids, and she knew Antony is not going to be able to resist me. He's going to want me, and that's just how it's going to be. That's just how it's going to be. I think that plan obviously worked for Cleopatra, because as soon as Antony saw her, he was head over heels in love. He lost his mind with desire, literally. She threw parties. They had all kinds of fun, you know, events while she was there. Then, after she spent her time in his city, he came back to her city of Alexandria, and they continued to fall in love even more. They had dinner parties, more crazy events, just big hosting, you know what I'm saying? She was just doing her thing, her Cleopatra queen boss-ish. Then, after the parties, let's see. They had their dinner parties hosted, and then Cleopatra worked on a temple for the goddess Isis that she piled with riches, okay? Cleopatra, like any good queen, seduced the soldier out of love, but also out of political strategy. She wanted her son and Caesar's heir to have power, and she also wanted Antony for protection to help her carry out her will as a ruler. If I didn't know any better, how I looked at Cleopatra is, she looked at a lot of foresight. She stopped and said, what can this lover welcome into me? How can this lover be of assistance in my life, in my world? And I know a lot of people are going to look at it as like, she hopped from Caesar when he died to get on Mark Antony just so her kids with Caesar could have something. And that's to some degree true. How you guys feel about that? That's to some degree true. But if that is what she did, I mean, this says like any good queen. She seduced the soldier out of love, but also political strategy. So she came at him in a double whammy. I almost feel like she knew what she could have out of him, but him being so head over heels in love with her probably made him a little blind to that fact. Either that or he just did not care. You know what I mean? And that's a fatal attraction. So all my gentsies out there, people in general, just be wary of why people want to walk with you, why people want to deal with you, what people have to say when they're looking at, you know, a relationship with you. What is their overall end goal? Because in here, you obviously can see that there was love, but there was also a lot of strategy and ways to gain and ways to come up. I really looked at Cleopatra as she looked at, like, well, if I'm going to marry, make sure that I'm married to be in a better social status, it almost seemed like. Really interesting. Because she was a queen, so you would think that that wouldn't be it, but she still needed protection. It's like, even though she's a queen, like, I need to be protected, please. Thank you. So, that was Cleopatra's story in a nutshell. I now would really like to move on and talk about the girl with the red slippers. That story was, I don't know why that caught my eye. This story did. But let's see. Oh, this story might be kind of long. I don't know if I want to read that one. It's kind of long, to the point like you guys might not like it. I'll read Lilith and Adam. You guys may be curious about that. Lilith and Adam. That's an actually really interesting situation, okay? So let's talk. Lilith and Adam is a retelling about how the first woman became the mother of the demons. If you guys don't know about Lilith, or if you're unfamiliar with Lilith, take a moment and kind of check into that. Lilith is the first woman alleged, but she was very seductive and she was so hot, essentially, that Adam couldn't reduce her. So she was so tempting that she was sent to be the mother of the demons. So that would be Lilith. If you guys have watched the show Lucifer, you remember Maze, Mazikeen. Lilith is Mazikeen's mom. So if you watch Lucifer, you might kind of understand where I'm going with this, okay? But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start the story so you guys can just listen in. If you're wondering how the legend of Lilith and Adam made its way into a book of love stories, keep an open mind. You guys kind of know at this point. It's true, Lilith and Adam were not destined to spend eternity together, but regardless, the details of their relationship weave a beautiful story that remind us to honor our desires and let go of anyone who insists we be a sidekick instead of a queen. Ooh, okay, I'm a ladies' man, I like that. When God sat down to form the first human from a lump of clay, he sculpted a man named Adam. The world was an expansive land of opportunity, responsibility, and wonder, and Adam longed for another person whom to share it with. Soon he grew lonely. They were lonely man. When God realized that Adam needed a partner, he grabbed the same lump of clay from which he sculpted man and shaped a woman. He named her Lilith. What's up, Lilith? At first, Adam and Lilith were happy. Adam was so excited to have a companion that he hardly noticed when Lilith walked beside him, not behind him. Even Lilith, who was looking forward to seeing what two humans equal in every right could create, was slow to realize that her husband's request had turned to demands. As you may have guessed, the honeymoon phase did not last long. Soon, Lilith and Adam were arguing from dawn to dusk. Y'all, anybody know how it is? Just arguing all the damn time. They disagreed about the roles of husband and wife in a partnership and quarreled about how and when they should populate the desolate planet. One major point of contention was that Adam insisted he lay on top of Lilith to consummate their marriage, but Lilith argued opposite. Although Lilith and Adam were both born from the earth, neither could agree on a level of equality that satisfied them both. Lilith warned Adam that if he did not show her the respect she deserved, that she would fly away and never return, and Adam laughed in her face. As the first human, and a young one at that, Adam had yet to discover the weight of a man's ego when he had been here. Oh. With her partner's superiority complex on full display, Lilith screamed in the ineffable name and disappeared into the sky. Adam never saw his first wife again, but that didn't stop him from trying. Shocked by Lilith's rejection, Adam summoned his creator and explained that his wife had run away. God, my wife has gone. She has left me. She is not coming back. Determined that his first human partnership be successful, God sent 3 angels after Lilith. He told Adam that if she returned, all would be forgiven. If she refused, a curse would follow her until the end of time. The angels scaled mountains and searched the forests. Eventually, they found Lilith sitting on the shore of the Red Sea. When the angels commanded that she go back to Adam, it was her turn to laugh, and she rejected their offer of forgiveness. And threat of damnation, and instead proposed a compromise. So Lilith was like, y'all are not about to keep me here running back and forth with that man. I'm gonna laugh in your face just like Adam laughed in mine. So she was being a little bit of a patty, but we likes it to some degree, right? Lilith was a triple goddess 3 times. Y'all didn't know? Triple goddess. And she embraced the dark mother archetype, and she alone could bless or doom an infant during the first few weeks of life. I don't like that. She made a promise to the angels that any child wearing an amulet engraved with their names would be spared from an ill fortune. She also agreed to sacrifice 100 of her children in the form of demons every day. Lord, sorry. Some of these stories are just rough, painful. With this information, the angels retreated and delivered the news to God. It's not clear when Lilith transitioned from a goddess of light to the mother of demons, but her metamorphosis was likely punishment for leaving the Garden of Eden. So if you guys are unaware, Lilith used to be the mother of light, or the goddess of light, the goddess of light, and then she was now moved to be the mother of the demons due to her running rampantly away like she wasn't supposed to. Okay, Lilith is a goddess of independence. She is ripe with self-worth and dedicated to her purpose, no matter if it clashes with society's opinion of right and wrong. But just because she willingly left her partner, her creator, and the Garden of Eden doesn't mean that Lilith never grieved what could have been. So Lilith, she did make choices due to the way she was being treated. She was very independent, and in that timing, I think the world was so young. She wasn't really sure. There's the way that people can leave now and just run and jump into or talk to different people and grow. I think it was just different than when you were Lilith. I'm sure much different. However, after much time spent mourning, Lilith emerged from the cave in the wilderness and made love to the ocean. From their union sprang the sea of consciousness, the home of intuition, the world's mysteries, and the divine feminine aspect of the psyche. But what came of Adam in all of this? What came of Adam? As the story goes, when God heard of Lilith's decision to stay in the wild, he broke off a piece of Adam's rib, and Eve was born. Eve was submissive. She bowed down to Adam's desires and never intentionally caused him trouble. But no matter how good Eve was to him, his mind still remembered Lilith. He resented his first wife for rejecting him, and he carried that weight in his heart until his dying day. And this oftentimes makes me think about the men when they're chatting and you talk to them about what happened and why they've been hurt, and they talk about the girl that hurt their feelings in like 7th grade or broke their heart in 7th grade, and they're like 37, and that's why they're having like such a hard time now. Just kind of sparked that. I'm sure we've all heard that situation, right? Even in the modern world, Adam's emotional immaturity still echoes throughout humanity. Whenever we feel anger from rejection, especially towards a woman or anyone we feel superior towards, that is Adam speaking through us. Ooh, pain. The story of Lilith and Adam is not a love story in the conventional sense. Adam rejected his partner's intellect, her sexuality, and her right to equality. But in doing this, Adam reminded Lilith of who she was. I bet you Adam was a Libra. Libras tend to be the reflectors, and they tend to show you like what you are not doing or what you are doing, because they tend to reflect and reciprocate things back. Interesting. A triple goddess, a wind spirit, and a seeker of knowledge. That was who Lilith was, and she was unable to be that person with Adam because Adam was trying to be too much of who he was, I believe. It was only then when she rejected Adam and in turn the limiting views of the patriarchy that she would find her way back to the matriarchy. Like Lilith, even in the face of exile, heartache, and solitude, we too can fall in love with the free spirit we were always destined to be. So falling in love with yourself, right? Like remembering you don't need an extra additional person to love who you are naturally. Like just because this is who Lilith was on her own doesn't mean she wasn't meant to be loved in a specific way, right? I love this. I think that there's definitely other stories of Lilith that you guys can run into and actually see, but that one for me is really key. I actually wanted to really come on and talk about that story. But there's so many other ones. I may go through and actually read through some of these on my podcast channel. So if you guys enjoyed a little bit of story time, a little bit of tea chats, make sure you guys do your love letters. Please do some love letters. I will link all this box below Like I said, they gave me like a wax stamp seal kit. They gave me agate hearts in this box. What else did I get in my box? I'll read on here some of it. Oh, and my cuticle oil. Yes, that's that one. I have boxes on boxes on boxes. I get them every month, and I just am pumped to keep coming to you guys and bringing you more of these. I will continue to do more love story posts as you guys like them. If you enjoyed them on here, let me know. I may post these on my channel. But I'm going to hop off of here. Your girl is about to get the rest of her day going. It's only 8:35 up in here on this beautiful, beautiful day. I will talk to you guys later, and I hope that you have a fantastic Friday and an amazing weekend, okay? Bye.